Episode 4 was crazy. Kicking off from that reveal at the end of episode 3, I really thought we were gonna see Mark destroy this guy. And that fight scene was beautiful, bro. Omni-man really pulled out some Mortal Kombat looking moves for real.
Do you regret attacking my family now? Do you?
Dad!
I'm still kinda mad that Mark didn't go all out on Omni-man again. He was left looking like roadkill and still gave him a hug. Just shows you how pure Mark really is. So this episode, we saw Omni-man in a depressed state in the beginning of the episode, seeing him flying and flying with dread all over his face. We then see him reach a point where he wanted to end it all, but he saw people in need and he helped them out. It then jumps to Mark and Nolan in an embrace. Then it all falls apart when Mark comes back to his senses, when he realizes, oh damn, this guy killed 1,000+ people. He used me to kill people. Wow. So basically, he realized that Nolan could have been the exact same guy who left Earth, but boy was he wrong. Nolan then showed a part of him that we had never seen before. He showed that he actually did care for the Thraxan kind. He showed that he was ready to lose it all. We then saw a complete massacre take place, and this again showed how much Nolan actually cared. He wondered why he felt the way he did about those people. Why would he be risking his life for people who didn't care about him? He was never programmed to love. He was only programmed to fulfill his mission of taking over the universe. So we saw Nolan go crazy with the fights. When I said he was pulling out those Mortal Kombat looking moves, I meant it. He really had whole Viltrumites, who we have seen portrayed as some of the strongest remaining ones, grown in pain as they were left with head defects and other stuff, bro. Like, that's mad. The way this guy kills is just so gruesome that if you were the one receiving that, you'd honestly just want death. You'd want to die an instant death, but he'd never let you die so easily. He'd want it to be the most painful experience for you. Like, there's no way this guy created this move right here. This move right here was not created on the fly. He has thought about this. He's done this millions of times. This guy is probably 5,000 years old, yeah? He has done this millions of times to so many other creatures, other things. And the fact that he did it to his own kind as well, with so much ease, is crazy. When he did finally finish them off, he was brutally hit by Lucan, who managed to break Nolan's back. He told Mark to read his books, and now we know that something is in those books. The books could contain a tactic on how to get stronger, how to find Nolan if things ever went wrong, what to do if he wanted to become a better man. But this is all at stake with the fact that Debbie took the books out, which will likely be a point where we see Mark lash out in frustration for not being able to do anything about the current situation at hand. We may also see Debbie lash out after she learns that Mark went out and saw Nolan again. She might finally heal knowing that Nolan has moved on from her and that she can now move on from him. This episode, we saw that she was completely ready to leave the whole world of Nolan behind her. Mostly in the grave scene where she reminisces on why she was chosen by him to be his wife, where she wonders he could have done it all without her, but she still got chosen by him. And she says, I never even knew you. And I absolutely applaud the writers who have come up with this storyline, because the comics never had this storyline go this deep, with her meeting other superheroes in another place where they eventually find out that she was the wife to Nolan. And yeah, it's such an amazing way for the writers to include such real world issues in a space that is, of course, yeah. So with the mid-season break underway, it's going to be about 5 weeks since we see the next episode, and I'm gonna be bored as hell. But if I know you're gonna be bored too, so if you're gonna be bored, just tune in to Cinema Explained, subscribe down below, and there's gonna be hella videos coming soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.